okay? Once she says you may begin, the first thing I'll do is tilt my head forward. Because if this were a real person, we wouldn't have her laying completely flat, right? So tilt her up. And also, if she was real, I need to pull back the bonnet because they're going to check that the makeup comes up to the hairline down the jaw. So pull back the bonnet, sanitize my hands, then I can set up my makeup. So if you're accustomed to using a palette, great. If not, use little cups, but it has to be one or the other. You cannot take the makeup from its original container when you apply it. Yes?
Can we prepare the portion cups prior to...
Once she says you may begin.
No, I mean already ready in our...
Oh, with lids?
Yeah.
No, they want to see you take it, do it there. So I would do it there. Okay? It's just 6 things, it's not 2. And 20 minutes for daytime makeup. And it's a doll head, so really it's not going to look that great, but it doesn't take that long. Okay? So, take your foundation, squirt some in a cup or on the palette. Powder, unscrew the cap. I would put it in a cup because once you touch it, it goes everywhere, right? Okay? Eyeshadow, 2 different colors, whatever ones you want. Scrape some off into the palette or the cup. Lipstick, real easy. Just slice a chunk off, put it in a cup or on the palette. Blush, you can use the blush brush to apply the blush. So I would put it there and scrape both colors, one color, whatever you want, into the cup or the palette. And then I would unwrap my eyebrow brush. I would open up my wands, dump them out or dump a few out. Open up my makeup sponges, take out half the package, have them out so that I just grab and go, okay? If you use the metal spatula to take your colors, then wipe it every time with a tissue so you're not mixing them up. If not, easier, use a plastic one, scrape some off, trash it, use a fresh one next time, okay? And that would be it. So all my makeup's out, she's ready. Now I can start, grab my sponge, or with your fingers, up to you, apply the foundation, okay? Up to the hairline, down the jaw, blend it as best as you can. Trash the sponge. Even if you put more foundation on later, you can't leave a dirty applicator out on the station, okay? Next for them would be the powder, so I have it in a cup. I can use a sponge, it actually goes on fine with the sponge. If not, you have cotton balls in your table setup if you want to use a cotton ball to apply it. It's your choice. Okay, so powder, trash the applicator. Next would be the blush. This is the order that they prefer. Okay, so you can do just the apples or bring it up the cheekbone. Doesn't matter on both sides. And then make that decision, drop it in the trash or put it in here. If I put it in there, sanitize my hands. Okay. Next is the eyeshadow, so I have my disposable wand, take some shadow, and then even with the same wand is fine. If not, throw it away, grab another one for the second color on both eyes, okay? Trash that. Next would be the eyeliner, so you don't have to unwrap it, just pull it straight out of the plastic, okay? And you can do top and bottom, just the top, whatever you want, okay, on both eyes. Cap it. Next would be the mascara. So this is broken on purpose, so you won't use that one. Take your disposable wand. You do have to put mascara on the wand. Close the wand, the mascara, and then you're just pretending though. Top and bottom pretend, or just pretend top on both eyes. Trash that. Next would be the eyebrows. So if you drew some nice thick brows on her, then you don't have to pencil them in. If they're thin, or you're not sure what they are considered, just add a little bit on top, okay? And then brush them in. So if they're already really thick, then you just brush. Trash that or soil box. Again, if it's in the soil box, sanitize your hands. And then the next thing would be her lips. So line the lips, okay? Close it. And then grab your disposable lip brush, that chunk of lipstick that you took off, dip it in there, and apply the lipstick. Trash the applicator. Take a final look at your doll head. If you're happy, then you can sanitize your hands and step to the side to give her that cue that you're done. If you're not happy, then of course, touch up whatever you need to, and then sanitize your hands, step to the side, and wait for her to come check it. Yes?
For the pencils, we don't have to sharpen them before and after?
No, they're clean, sharp pencils when you get there. Yes.
And what are they checking for the makeup? How it's applied or demarcations?
Both.
Both?
Both. Yeah. So while you're applying it, she's walking around to make sure you're doing a clean, safe job. And then at the end, she comes to make sure you brought it up to the hairline, down the jaw, make sure you blended it as best as possible. Of course, it's a doll head. They do that. You know, you do take that into consideration. But she'll check it, she'll mark your grade, she'll walk away when you wait.
Okay.
Yes.
Is the makeup preparation, scraping, does that have to be done in the 2 minutes?
No,
Okay,
that's,
so that's not
in the 20
Okay.
that you get. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah. The 2 minutes is just taking everything out of the bag and putting it on the station.
Oh, it's good to know that.
For the lipstick, can't you just like open it and then with the
No, you can't. Remember, you can't take anything from its original container. It has to be taken from a cuppy or from the palette.
Oh,
Okay.
Do
Yeah.
the little plastic cups have tops?
No.
So we can scrape it all in and leave them open?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
The foundation, because you know some doll heads are lighter and darker. I think I got the darker. Is it gonna be okay, like the color for it? It's not gonna be a big deal.
Use very little. Like I said, it's plastic
Very
doll
little.
head, so
Okay.
blend it as best as you can. Use very little amount. Okay. Or switch one out if you have a different foundation at home you want to put in there. Test it and switch it at home.
Okay.
The eyeshadow, doesn't matter how you put it on, the 2 colors?
No, I mean it has to blend. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter what 2 colors you put on.
So it has to be 2 colors, chef.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't. As long as you can see the 2 different colors. Yeah.
we don't need to sharpen the eye lip pencils afterwards?
No. No. So at the very end, when she says it's over, clean up your things, she'll tell you not to dump hazardous materials in the sinks or the bathroom, and that means this, okay? They don't want you dumping it out there, take it home, okay? And that's when my palette will go into the soil box, even if it's full of makeup. If I didn't use the palette, trash the little cups. These go in the soil box, though, because this is something that I would clean before I use on another person.
Your pencils.
So that goes in the soil box. You don't have to show that you know how to clean it. You just have to show that, yes, I'm going to clean it at some point. Okay? If you use a metal spatula, into the soil box. And again, the only thing that should go back in the bag would be the original makeup containers. So liquid, powder, blush, shadow, mascara, and lipstick. The rest is either trash or it went in the soil box. Okay, so just like this. Okay, that's it. Everything else has to either be cleaned before it's another person or it's trash. Okay, and then this will go in the soil bag. This will go in the soil bag. Okay, so when you walk out, you'll have your backpack and your soiled laundry bag separate. Your trash can go in your soiled bag because they probably won't have a trash can for you to put your trash in. So you take it home and you get rid of it at home. Okay?
So the bonnet is soiled?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then this and your clamp will go back in your backpack.
Where
So
would we put the box
back in the backpack.
in the backpack?
Yeah, with everything else. Now, if you got makeup on your station or it got dirty, then at the end I would spray it again and wipe it. If it didn't get dirty, don't worry about it. But if it's dirty, definitely don't leave it like that, okay? Leave it neat and clean the way it was when you started. She'll tell you what time to come back for your results. When you go back, they'll be passing out the licenses. If you took your written and your practical the same day, then you take your license home the same day, okay? Any other questions?
What do we do first, practical or written?
Written, 8 or 10 a.m. They'll give you the time.
Oh.
It's either one, and then practical is always 1:15.
So everything's done on the desk. We don't need that little table.
You don't need it. If you want to use it, you can, but the kit is more compact now, and it's just not necessary. Yeah.
And we're always facing the table that way.
The chair
table?
will be this way. Yeah. So you're the one who moves front, side, back. You're all over the place. The chair faces the mirror the whole time.
So every time we want to dip the wax, we have to walk in the front and come back.
It's just right here. Yeah, and then come over. Okay. Yes.
I might have spaced out, so I'm sorry. The anesthetics, whenever you're doing the full setup, do you spray the ground?
No, just the station, the shelves, and the chair. The stuff you're going to be using.
And I have a question also. For the antiseptic, I know you said you don't put it down the drain over there, but would you, since it's has water or it's a fluid, would you put it inside of your solid bag or would you put it back in the clear backpack?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
They don't care as long as you don't throw it away there. The rest doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay?
What they do for Cosmo, that's why.
For the makeup, I don't plan to use the palette or the
No, inside of the soiled towel bar.
Mm-hmm.
For Cosmo, you have to wrap it up. Whatever's water, you have to wrap it up and then put it in there.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine. Any other questions?